I have never seen a stud finder like this. This thing is really smart. First and foremost, it can detect live wires, which is pretty cool. But the way this shows the studs behind the wall is what I really like the most. You can see it light up, and as you move across, it basically gives you the width of the stud, so you know exactly where your stud is behind the wall. And I did try it on myself, and it's just showing red. So this was only going to work on studs in the wall. This does use 2 AA batteries. It doesn't come with it. I threw 2 in there, and then got to work. It does have a built-in level and a built-in pencil holder thing if you want that as well. But overall, I think this is the best stud finder that I have ever seen, and I think my wife will use this quite a bit around the house, hanging pictures and decor and things like that. If you're in woodworking, you need a set of punches or center punches. So if you're needing to drill a hole in an exact right spot where 2 lines come together, you draw your 2 lines out, you need to mark that exact spot. If you try to drill that before making a mark or a hole, then it could walk on you and cause you problems. That's where this come in. I found this hammerless set that's spring-loaded. All you do is put the center punch on the mark and then pull up on it and let go. Pop. It pops a nice little hole. Then you can use that hole for your Forster bits or other bits to start drilling, and it's not going to walk around, so you get more precision that way. It also has a little hammerless chisel, which I thought was pretty cool, and several other tools in a nice little pouch that you can keep up with everything. I think that is handy as a shirt pocket. I also found this. I had never seen this before, and I'm honestly not sure what I'll use it for, but when I saw it, I wanted it, so I bought it. This is a mini drill. Mini drill. It comes with a screw cap that holds tiny little drill bits inside, and then on the other end you have a chuck that will tighten down on those drill bits, and you can drill tiny holes. Maybe I'll need it one day. I don't know. When I saw it, I thought, man, if I need to drill a tiny hole, at least I'd have this. Let me know what you think this would be useful for. Pocket hole time. Now, I think the pocket hole jig is probably one of the greatest inventions ever given to woodworking, especially for beginners, because it allows you to build things you probably otherwise wouldn't be able to do without learning a lot of skill, like mortise and tenon, dovetail, that sort of thing. This is what really kicked off my woodworking journey, and that is a pocket hole jig. I first bought the Craig R2, I believe it was. Then I went to the Craig K5, and they come out with the Craig 720 several years ago. This adds a few things over the Craig K5, including a auto clamp, so you don't have to know what thickness, you can set the thickness of your board or anything like that. You literally just clamp it down, so it doesn't matter if I'm clamping down this 3/4 inch plywood or this 1.5 inch piece of walnut, it will clamp into there. It does come with extension wings that you can add on, which helps you store your parts, pieces, that sort of thing. Has a clamp also that you can use to clamp to the bench, and it does have dust collection that you can put on either side, right or left. Hook your hose up to it and you're off to the races. It also has an adapter you can use for your shop vac as well if you don't have a dust extractor. As far as drilling pocket holes, it couldn't be easier. On the bit, all you're going to do is set it to the thickness of your wood. So if I'm going to do 3/4 inch plywood, I'm going to use the little window and just line it up with the 3/4 inch on the bit and tighten it down. And what's really cool is on the back of this pocket hole jig, there is a storage area to put all the parts and pieces that you would normally use, like your driver bit, your drill bit, and the wrench that you would use to tighten up that driver bit. Now, as you see, when drilling a pocket hole, especially when you got dust collection hooked up, zero dust comes out of it. Now, if you don't have dust collection, obviously you will have some wood chips and things like that coming out of there. Not a huge deal, but they will work better and drill cleaner holes if you can pull the dust or the chips out of there. As far as cleaner holes go, this is one of the cleanest hole drilling pocket hole jigs I've ever used. Craig always has really tight tolerances, so you'll see a lot of really clean holes even on plywood. And this also comes with a single pocket hole jig, so if you do need to drill a pocket hole somewhere that this jig can't reach, then you can use this little single. It's also easy to set up, either 1.5, 3/4, or 1/2 inch stock. You're just going to clamp this down, drill your pocket hole, and you're off to the races. I've built hundreds of projects using pocket hole jigs. I've never had any issues with strength failing or anything like that. Again, I think pocket holes are wildly underrated, and I think a pocket hole jig is probably one of the greatest hidden gems in woodworking.